Okay, I've got a straight shot to Tampa driving today. I wanted to just do a story time while I'm driving, just to kind of let you know where I'm at, what I'm doing right now. Right now, I've filed this writ of error quorum nobis with the DC federal court that put me in prison and convicted me and all the things that they did. And now that I've also sued the DOJ and whatnot for malicious prosecution, through the process, I have discovered so many things wrong with the January 6th prosecutions. You know, we knew it was wrong because, or many of us knew, those of us who it happened to definitely knew. But it wasn't just wrong, it was a complete fabrication and a complete lie. So, like, for example, in my malicious prosecution civil case, I made these allegations and I said, y'all fabricated evidence, you suppressed exculpatory evidence, you made stuff up, you literally made up emails that didn't exist, you punished me for protected speech, you used me as a symbol, you threw me in prison despite the fact that the PSR said that I didn't deserve prison, you accused me of doing all these things I never did. You put it on the record and it became globally amplified through the media. They can't even answer. So the Department of Justice cannot even respond to one of my allegations because everything I say is true. They cannot say that they can't even deny it. So they had to, ask for 15 more pages to describe whatever it is, they're blah, blah, blah. So they're doing their only defense, they're trying to defend absolute immunity, which is indefensible with this level of conduct. So they're trying to defend absolute immunity. And so they're just doing procedure. They're just like, oh, that was discretionary. Oh, I have absolute immunity. Oh, I have qualified immunity. Oh, that won't work, yada, yada. So that's all they can do. They have absolutely no standing. They have no ability to respond to the fabricated evidence and things that I'm saying in the pleadings. They can't even respond. The fact, just all these things that they did that were just absolutely crazy to me and to 1,500 other people. And in order to create a false narrative and use us as symbols and to persecute us for our protected speech and for our political beliefs and to use us as a symbol to say, if you speak out, if you protest, if you have these views, then we're going to throw you in jail, in prison, and then we're going to smear you to the world and make you look like an idiot. Well, what's happened is for me personally, they put it all on the record, and it's in the transcript. It's in the memo that the prosecutor wrote. If you read the memo closely, you catch her in all of her fabrications, and you can see what really happened. You can actually, it's documented through their falsehoods. So their falsehoods are all provably wrong, and there's nothing they can do, but yet the DOJ is continuing to try to fight this craziness that they did. And it's just bizarre. It's bizarre to watch bureaucrats, it's bizarre to watch an institution try to protect its own immunity from prosecution when it has violated the civil rights of someone. And I'm just using myself because I'm the one who's in the middle of this. And to watch them try to take up for themselves, but they don't have anything to say. It's like catching someone with their hand in the cookie jar and they don't deny that they took the cookie, but they're saying, oh, we're allowed to take the cookie. But at first when that happened, I didn't understand the power of where I am with all of this evidence and documentation. So I'm not afraid, because this is not going to stand. What I am is encouraged, because for whatever reason, I'm in the position to document this, I'm in the position to document this craziness. Would I rather be living my life? Yes. But unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. I have to clear my name, and I have to fix these lies. The United States put lies on me and told the public that I was someone I am not on 100 different levels. And I'm going back thread by thread, piece by piece, and unraveling everything. So right now I have this writ of error quorum nobis, and the judge granted leave. The J6 DC judge granted leave and said he wanted the DOJ to respond by October 31st. Well, the DOJ cannot respond to these allegations one-on-one, because they did what I'm saying they did. It's error, it's wrong, it's lies, it was fabrications. So they can't do anything. They cannot respond toe to toe. So all they can do is say things like, they're going to say things like, oh, this didn't hurt her. And there's legal words for it, but it's called adverse. This didn't do anything bad to her. She didn't do this on time. So there's these boilerplate pleadings that the DOJ uses to respond to these kinds of things. And most people don't have the money to hire an attorney to go and make what's wrong right. But fortunately, I was extremely damaged to the extent that it does have an impact on my daily life, and I have to go back. And thank God I have the AI, which helps me to organize, and it organizes everything, and then it pops, like if I put something in to the AI, like this happened, then it pops out a table for me, and then I'm able to display that before the court. So when you have this level of documentation of wrongdoing of the government, and then the government is like, oh, we're immune. She can't get into court. She can't get her case vacated. I'm in a very, very unique position, as are all of the J6ers, because all of us literally were bamboozled. This was like the biggest civil rights annihilation you can imagine, okay? So that's kind of what I'm thinking through. I'm waiting for this DOJ motion. It's going to be like, okay, really, you've got your template. Well, let me show you my template, and I've got everything documented, like down to the letter. And so the judge is going to have to overturn the conviction. No way it's going to stand. No way. There's no question. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to feel good. And then it's going to be really strong for my civil suits. There's just no way. If he were not to vacate the conviction, then I would appeal to the DC District Court of Appeals, and then everybody's going to see. Right now it's sealed, but everybody's going to see the lies and the abuse I endured at the hands of our government is astounding. And I can't even believe that they're even letting it go this far, because it's going to get out and people are going to find out. But I thought they were trying to be transparent. What are they doing? I offered to settle, but they're fighting me instead. Really? Okay. It's not what I want to do, but you guys are the ones who messed up. So that's my story.